Now, whether you're driving a restored classic like this 1957 Cadillac Eldorado Barretts or a brand new car, there's a few things that haven't changed. One, you probably have leather, and two, you probably have vinyl and plastic on your interior. Now, this outstanding car has been restored and has been on display, and the top is always down. It's been driven a few thousand miles too, so besides the fact that it's just getting dusty all the time, it's also got some wear and some dirt from regular use. So here's a few shots of the dirt and the nastiness which is now on the seats. I'm going to show you now how to clean your leather, your vinyl, and all the plastic on the inside of your vehicle safely and easily. We're going to start with our leather and interior cleaner. I'm going to make sure that I have a totally safe finished leather before I start. So taking a microfiber utility towel, I'm going to spray just a tiny bit, a touch on the towel. I'm going to take that, and down here in a very inconspicuous area, I just want to rub a little bit, and just to make sure that I'm only going to pull up dirt and I'm not going to pull up any color. Awesome. So if you look at the towel now, there's no red on it. If your leather's black, you want to make sure there's no black on it. If your leather's blue, make sure there's no blue. Tan, etc. So sometimes leather is tanned in a way that there's no top finish, and therefore you can actually remove color. Always check to make sure that first. Now, this is ready to be cleaned absolutely. Now there's two ways to do it. If you've got really, really soiled leather, you can spray directly on the leather and then scrub it with a scrub brush. If you don't have really soiled leather, the safest way to clean your leather is to actually use our leather and interior cleaner, spray it onto a microfiber utility towel, and then clean it by wiping as such. Now, I'm going to see an absolute ton of dirt on this towel here in just 1 second. I'll show you after doing just the back of this seat. Oh yeah, looking good. Awesome. Now take a look at this towel. So I've just pulled off a ton of dirt off this, just the back. So I know that I'm doing this seat some justice, and I'm really pulling off a lot of dirt. Now if you see this in here, this is a little bit more soiled, so I'm going to need a little bit more serious tool to be able to pull that out. It looks like someone might have sat down with a black dyed belt, and you got the little belt mark here across the back. So let me show you how to clean that section. Once again, leather and interior cleaner. I'm going to spray it directly onto the seat this time. And then I'm going to take our leather and interior brush. It's extremely soft. It has very soft bristles, and I'm not going to hurt anything. I'm just going to give it a very light scrub. That did the trick, 100%. Look at that. Whoop, I see a little bit more over here. Oh yeah, perfect. So that's what it took. I thought I could get it all out with just wiping. You always want to try it. Use the least invasive method. But if it doesn't work real quick and real easy, then sometimes you're going to need a tool like this brush. But this brush is safe. So after doing one whole area, I'm going to go ahead and take, once again, the utility towel and wipe all of this excess cleaner and dirt off. Oh, that looks fantastic. We got all that little belt mark and extra staining out of that leather. Beautiful. Excellent. Okay, so we got that done. Now, I can keep cleaning, and I just keep cleaning the entire cockpit of the car, okay? I'd go through and do one panel at a time to make sure I've gotten the entire area and I don't forget anything. And then once I'm done with the entire car, I'm going to add some leather conditioner, which is going to, one, make the leather more supple. Two, it's going to add some SPF, actually SPF 65, very high rated SPF, and it makes it nice and easy to slide in and out of without being too slippery. So it reduces the potential for snagging your leather when you get in and out on the bolsters as well. So our leather and interior conditioner. I'm going to use it with our red interior applicator. I'm going to put enough on there. Okay, squeeze it like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply it to the biggest areas first. Okay? So I don't want to just load a ton of fresh conditioner into any of the seams or cracks. So get it over to the big areas first. Beautiful. Some leather conditioners have lanolin in them. Others have petroleum. There's a lot of things in leather conditioners that makes them slippery or that can make them either smell bad or feel greasy. Ours will not feel greasy, and it won't make you slide out of your seat when you're sitting in the thing, even with no seat belts as this car has. All right, well, so I finished doing one side of the applicator. I got this whole seat cleaned and conditioned in no time. The greatest thing about it, you'll see how dry this leather conditioner is. It's not greasy at all. Now, when you're cleaning the dashboard or anything anywhere near your instrument gauges, your cluster, make sure you don't just blast any kind of cleaner at those gauges. It makes it really hard to get the product out. Make sure you always spray directly onto a towel. So, using our leather and interior cleaner, I'm going to spray some directly onto the towel, and I'm going to go ahead and knock down all of the little ground-in dirt on the dashboard. Oh yeah. Can't believe how much dirt is on the dashboard of this car. That's an unusual place to get super dirty, but with the top down all the time and always on display, a lot of time for dirt to settle in there. Now, when I'm using our leather conditioner on the dash, and the leather conditioner is the product to use in the dashboard, our vinyl rubber and tire dressing is way too shiny. However, sometimes even the leather conditioner can seem too shiny. Make sure that when you're done, if it is too shiny for you, you flip the applicator over and just cut that down a little bit, and you'll notice that it'll go down to an even more matte finish, and it'll be nice and even. Have a look at that. Gosh, that looks good. Again, not greasy, not nasty. Let's go ahead and get this. And that's it. So what a fantastic car. And we quickly turned this leather, vinyl, and all the different plastic and pieces from dirty and a little bit soiled into nice, perfectly clean and supple. Again, the tip is, if it's ever too shiny for you, flip your applicator, knock it down. If it's not shiny enough for you, add a little bit more and leave it on, rub it a little bit less, and you'll notice the gloss will enhance just a touch.